everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Friday, February 20th, 2026. I just did a message for you guys, and I can't even believe it because it really was a great one. And when I went to replay it, it was only flute music, no words. So this is what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with major darkness trying to cloud the light. So the very first thing that I want to say to you is that if you are a healer, if you are an empath, if you feel the energy, you have to extra protect your energy. So I recently purchased some items that I needed to protect my energy. This is an onyx ring on my right hand because the right side is your giving side. So protecting me from giving, because this is giving. A tiger's eye bracelet. On my left side I have selenite, so that clears because this is my receiving side, and I will receive only clean energy because it clears and cleans. And then I have here something called, I just had the word scolite, I believe it is, and citrine. And these things also help to protect the energy. On top of that, we are calling in God and all of the archangels, especially Archangel Michael right now, okay? So I just want to remind you that is the first message because I'm a little bummed because it was such a great message. I'll try my best to reiterate it. I'm not really sure how good it's going to come out. But that's the first thing. Make sure you're protecting your energy extra at this time. Because the light is shining on all the darkness, the truths are all coming out, and so the darkness is trying to be louder. It's not going to win, though, because the light has already won. So at the end of the day, regardless of all of that, we still need to protect our energy, okay? What I wanted to talk about today was I pulled a card here, and it is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace is the number 1. The Pentacles is Earth. And we are at a point right now where we have the opportunities, which is the Pentacle. Pentacles could be opportunities, windfalls. It could be prosperity, abundance. The new success timeline that is coming onto this earth is one that is calling you to show who you really are. The most authentic version of yourself. That is success. It is not how much money you have in the bank. It is not the title that you have or the job that you hold. It is not any of those things. It's not going to be anymore. And if you have seen the systems that are crashing, whether it's the medical system, the financial system, the stock market, the school system, pharmaceutical system, governmental system, you're seeing all of this in real time because that is not success. That is power, that is greed, that is not success. Success could be a woman who chose to stay home and raise her children and sees them to be the beautiful people that they are. She took care of them. She nurtured them. It was the toughest job to be a mother and to stay at home and do that, but she did it. And that is success. And that success energy is going to be showing up more and more in the coming weeks and years. And so things are changing. The earth is changing. We're at that point right now where Saturn and Neptune are coming into a conjunction. A conjunction is something like this, okay? So they're coming into this conjunction in the sign of Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries is the I am sign. I am blah. You get to decide what that is. Aries is the warrior. Aries is the one that goes first. You are being called to do that. Aries is action. And now is the time for you to take the action steps that you need to take. Now, you might think to yourself, what does that mean? In the old world, action means doing, but not anymore. Action means being, becoming. Taking the action can mean simply tuning in and learning more about yourself each and every day. It could be doing the shadow work that you need to do, or the inner work, more importantly. Let's not use the word shadow, in order to determine where you are holding yourself back, where you were playing small, where you were limiting yourself, where you weren't taking care of yourself, where you weren't nurturing yourself, where you were putting everybody else before yourself. Well, now it's time for you to take that action to learn more about yourself so that you could show the world who you really are. And another piece of this is we're at a point where you get to choose. So I want you to imagine you're walking on a path, and there's two sides. The path is in the center. There's this side and there's this side. On the right side, you look over and it's beautiful. Green grass, the sun is shining, tulips, beds of flowers all over, beautiful colors. It's serene, it's peaceful. The birds are chirping, the butterflies are flying. Everything is gorgeous. And then you look on the left side, and the left side looks like a hurricane hit. I was going to say a tornado and a hurricane mixed together. Basically, that's what it looks like. It's gray. It's a mess. It's full of branches. It's full of chaos. It's full of clutter. Everything is like, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? Like attached to each other. It's just a disaster. You get to decide, where do you want your perspective to look like? The right side, the beautiful side, the left side, the chaotic side. Where do you want your attention to be sucked? In the beautiful side or in the chaotic side? You get to choose. And that is the point that we're at right now. We are being called to no longer blur the lines any longer. What does that mean? That means the lines of yourself, of who you show the world, of what you see in the world. It's time to get crystal clear, no longer blurring the lines. It's time for you to really and truly decide which direction you want to go in. What side do you want to step on and start walking towards? The beautiful side with the flowers, or the chaotic, destructed side that is just dim and dark and dreary? Now I want you to take that one step further, because I'm sure you chose the beautiful side. Where do you put your energy each and every day? In the beautiful side, you're looking with hope and optimism. You have faith and trust. You might have some worries and fears, but you notice them and you acknowledge them and you kind of cancel them out, or you work through them with love. You work through them and you don't get mad at yourself, but you work through them to understand why you lean that way so that you can work on that. Or do you want to go to the left side, where you get sucked into all of the chaos that's going on around the world right now? You can't change it. So why are you spending all your energy in it? It's really in God's hand right now. It's really a spiritual battle. And if you're putting all your energy in the left side of all the things that are going on wrong in your own life, of all the things that are bothering you in people and in situations, I'm not talking the aches and pains you have in your body, but I will say that the more you spend time talking about them, the more you're calling them to continue. Take the action step. Which side do you want to walk towards? It is your choice now. The earth is shifting and changing. You get to decide. And that is really where we are at right now in the energy. This is the energy we are stepping into right now. Okay? Now I wanted to pull another card, which I didn't get to in the last one. So let's see where they would like us to go further with this message. Okay. So this message is just reiterating what I just said. And it's re-energize into the natural world. Let your inner hunter or huntress take a rest. Stop battling. But we want you to show the world who you really are becoming slowly. Release your inner rebel. Be yourself and create your own universe. And essentially, that is choosing which side do you want to choose. You get to choose. You don't need to listen to the media, the news, social media, people outside of yourself. You get to decide which direction you want to go in. Authenticity is the name of the energy that is coming in. It's always been coming in, but now it's in. And now you get to choose. And if that means that you have to take your time in doing so, then that is what you need to do. Remember, rest. Rest. Take the time that you need to rest. But that doesn't mean shutting yourself down and being small. No more playing small. Now you're being called to show the world who you really are. Now, let's take it a little further, because everything in these messages is surrounded by the loving angels of divine white light. And in any part of this, it sounds amazing, right? But it's not easy. And it's a day-by-day process. And we want you to take one step at a time. We want you to take the action. We want you to make the choice. But it's one step at a time. And if a day comes where you need a break, take it. If a day comes when you need support, ask for it. We no longer have to do this ourselves. The veil has become so thin that I believe we all know at this point that we have the guidance all around us and always have. If you're truly in tune at this time, and if you're not, it's okay, but if you are, you're seeing more and more angel numbers. You're getting more and more clear indications that they're around you and they are with you. You need to ask them to help you. And that is very important right now, especially with how I started this message. Protection is key. Me having this ring on as I'm giving you this message, I know I'm more protected. That makes me feel better. If you need to figure out something different for yourself, then do that. But protecting your energy is very, very important for the next 30, 60 days at least. We need to be keeping our light on, keeping our heart open, but protecting our energy extra. Calling in the armor of God, calling in Archangel Michael, calling in your guardian angels, calling in any spirit guides, making sure you're saging yourself a lot before and after. Making sure you're when I say before and after, I mean you sage yourself before you leave, you go out about your day, you come home, sage yourself again. Saging all this stuff, if you are wearing crystals, saging, make sure they're clear. What else do I want to say? It's just important to protect your energy. Okay, final message. I'm going to pull 3 of these little cards. You decide which card you want, and we're going to just read them out. 1, 2, or 3. First message. 1. Enjoy this positive time and smile. Know that everything is going well. Be positive. 2. That one fell out. Oh, birthing. You're at the beginning of a new time. This is a new time, new life. Embrace it with open arms. And 3. Meditate. For you guys, you need to really connect further with yourself. Reconnect with your inner spirit, whether it's walking, meditating, listening to music. It's important right now for you to meditate, to tune in, to connect with yourself. And so that's our message for this week, okay? I hope that this message helped you today. I hope that I got everything in from the last message. and I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.